innocently. Nobody's doing anything on purpose.
No, nobody is.
We've all
And
learned
nobody means harm or
No.
anything. It doesn't even exist.
That's why we need to drop the labels and drop the criticism, is because we've all learned through family and through society and through different avenues, education, and we all are each our own individual parts of that.
Yes.
But that does not take away our innocence, because we're following what we think
Yes.
works,
Yes.
what we think is correct,
Correct.
what we think is okay,
Yes.
and we don't think, here it is, we have another choice. So that's the innocent part that I always want to talk about.
Right.
We can drop the labels because they're not doing things with that plan of maliciousness or hatefulness. I mean, some people really fall off the tracks, and God bless them. That we can't touch much with. But
Right.
the majority of everybody are good people who came with a full heart, and they're living the life of what they think is choice.
Yes.
But it's through generations.
Yes.
And our generation is opening the door even bigger than that. It's exploding. Like the orca. You see them come out,
Yep.
how high they go and how much
Yep.
they splash. That's our consciousness now.
Yeah. For
It
sure.
is just wide open. You have open doors everywhere you go. You
Yep.
just don't know it yet. But dropping the labels will help you get along better with everybody you know.
Yeah. True that.
Dropping, I'm not holding anybody responsible for their behavior because their habit doesn't agree with my habit. Of course it doesn't. We're all raised by different people. It's called individual.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we have to get away from some of that, because then we become kinder, more settled, more loving toward others, and that invites their frequency to join ours. And that happens organically, family first,
Yeah.
because that's our workshop. That's our working ground. That's our campground. That's where we learn all this, and we bump into our kids, we bump into our mate, we bump into our career. All these people around us are teachers. And if we say, thank you for what you're teaching me and what I got from you today, unbeknown to them, I'm not saying you have to talk to them.
Right.
But what I am saying is what you hear, if it comes in and you're criticizing and you're judging and you're doing all these things, all that's taken away from your innocence. And you don't want to identify with that. You want to give them the freedom to identify with what they need to.
Yeah.
And then let them go. And then I bet you'll have a relationship. I don't promise that.
Right.
But I bet your relationship will be much better, because I know that every person on the planet knows when they're not supposed to talk to someone. By their vibration, the look on their face,
Yep. That's
how
true.
they walk past them or not with them.
Correct.
Those are all signals. So we know, we read by vibration, we feel vibration.
Yep.
But we don't admit that that is taking away our choice.
Right.
It's not taking away. Let's use the word substituting. And when we start to make changes, that substitution fades away, and we begin to be more honorable in the sense that because we accept people as who they are and we don't try to change them or think they should change,
Right.
they become more open and become the teacher that we needed.
Oh, right. True.
You know, I'm sure we've all had people, and we say, when they pass by us or we know them fairly well, we say, I'll never be like that.
Right.
But what that teacher is teaching us, never be like what?
Right.
What cranked you?
Yeah, because that's in you if it cranked you.
Yep.
Yep.
If you saw it and you're criticizing it, the pause is, what did I just identify? And you can lovingly take care of that in yourself.
Yep. That's
And say,
right.
oh my goodness, I judged them for making a dirty look.
Yeah.
Well, I bet I have days like that, and I bet I've done that.
Yep. for
Not
sure.
anymore.
Right.
So
Yeah,
we
that's-
are all teachers. And
And then there's freedom at looking at that we're all teachers. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so you don't have to
absolutely.
take anything personal. You can be
No.
like, oh my God, you just gifted me the most amazing thing I didn't even know was there. Thank you so much.
yes, a lot of people gift us grace every day.
Oh, for sure.
And we don't even recognize that. And grace means I'm going, well, the people in the grocery stores, they're grace.
Yes.
They're grace. I mean, yes, they're doing it for a job, but they have to keep themselves in tow to do that. And you know there's some people in front of you and behind you that when that person hits the gal or the guy, they need the grace to be.
Yes.
And not to choose to take it out on them or to get involved with them. And that's our teacher. Like
True.
And he don't want to get involved with teaching them verbally by apologizing or explaining. So letting it go is grace.
Yeah.
Grace is unmerited favor, which means let it go. Nobody does that on purpose.
Right. You don't
I
know
mean,
what they're
you don't know
going
what
through.
that person or that lady or that guy was going through, and they're flipping, and you're like, okay, well, I can help that with that, or I can fix that. Let it go. Because we all are graced every day
Yes.
with people around us, and they don't have to agree with us.
Nope.
But they're giving us grace. And we also grant grace to others by accepting who they are.
Yes, that's the big one.
Yep.
Acceptance is the way. Choosing acceptance, right? That's a choice.
That's a choice. Well, choose to accept everybody because we don't know a person's background. And if we did, I guarantee you would accept everyone on the planet.
Yep. Yeah, you would.
When I heard the story, I would be mortified I judged them.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you run into people all the time and then you hear the story and it's devastating.
Yeah, it really is.
And then you think, oh my goodness, I hope I never gave that gal or guy a look like, what are you talking about? Kind of judging? Because acceptance is what we want.
Right, right.
So see, we start giving out what we want. We give out choice and we offer choice to others because we know while we're talking to them, we know whether or not we're giving them a choice to be with us,
Yes.
without us, to be open, honest. See, all those choices are rolled in one.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we ask Spirit what to do or what's this about, and it's a pause, most of the time we're asked to look at something that's going on in our life that involves another person.
Yeah.
And if we have to go the first thing we want to do is believe that they're innocent,
Yeah.
that they're not doing it on purpose.
Boy, that would clear a lot of confusion if everyone went with innocence.
That's right.
The world would be a new
Well,
place.
and the conversation is
would be
easier.
a lot easier.
Yeah,
There's not
because
the resistance.
everybody resists when you say, I'm going to say this to you who's taping this. Well, you said that I should or I would. Already, I'm like this.
You're fighting.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The further I get from you, the better. That has got to go.
Yeah, it does.
If you have something to say, you say, I would like this change, or I would like to consider this, or let me help look at this. Let me help. Will you help me look at this? Or I want to do this.
Yeah.
And the I has to be in here because I am the one leading me.
Yes.
But when this you comes out as blame, and it's not really a heavy loaded gun blame, but it's still a blame.
Yeah, but everyone runs from that, so it has
Well, it's because
to be.
it's an accusation. Well, you're asking them to fix something that they didn't even know about, and they were being held responsible for. And now it's like, don't talk to me about it now because I have no idea what this is about. And yet that person just reminded you that you did it. I'm like, I did?
Yeah, that's like the rampant shame, blame, and guilt that comes out unconsciously or consciously. I don't know. I
think
know
it comes
about
out
that.
both ways.
Yeah.
But anytime
Because
you
don't
use
wanna-
you first,
Yeah,
you are in the
blaming.
wrong presentation.
You're not in taking responsibility
No.
for anything.
No.
And the power is in the responsibility.
That the power is all in that. And anytime you start something with a you already put somebody else in charge
Yep.
to deflect what you feel.
Yeah.
And you would have, instead of saying, you said this, this, and this, you could have said, you know what? We were talking the other day and I didn't get I'm not clear on this. Could you help me? What a
Yeah.
difference that is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's an
There's no
invitation to
resistance
help.
with that. Yes.
Well, and there's a desire to help.
Yeah, and that's human nature. Is we all want to help each other. That's the other part.
But
So if
that
we could
also
tune-
that has been perimeter for thousands of years.
Yes, true that.
Because everybody had to be the boss of somebody,
Yes.
if not multiple.
Yeah.
So
Sorry for my little dog barking.
yeah, we apologize.
We apologize for that little
Interruption.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everyone take that and run. Do you want to wrap that one up because it's a powerful one? We'll add more to that. Having grace and taking responsibility and
Well, yes, and our heart's desire is, I want to be in charge of me
oh yeah,
and just me,
yeah.
because
What a relief in even hearing that.
you feel so much lighter because
Yes,
what you do is, I want to be in me, so now I'm accepting everybody wanting to be in themselves,
yes,
and they can be who they are, at least in front of me, because I want to be me.
yes.
So what I do by giving myself permission of choice, courage, and now wanting to be in charge, I automatically, through vibration, give it to them as a gift.
Yes,
Isn't that wonderful?
it is wonderful, and it levels the playing field. There's no resistance
Competition
or
and resistance.
competition, judgment.
They all disappear.
Yep, yep.
Because they're invited to the party
Yes, yes,
in a totally different way
So
to be themselves.
yes. So we invite them to the party, right?
Yep, have our party.
Yep. Okay. We'll see you on the next one.